There was no big carp in sight here, just a lot. I went into the water. The reeds began to walk here. That's what a bore you are. Healthy. Which one? Not like right from there. That's how healthy it is. Friends, hello everyone. Friday came, the end of the working week. The time is now 15:00. Today is such a wonderful day, just beautiful. The sun is shining, it's hot enough. The truth is a small breeze, the clouds are so small. So I decided to spend this evening fishing after all. By the way, yesterday I also went fishing. I wanted to get to the evening bite. Well, the bite was so weak. And while fishing, I noticed that the CRUCIAN is so massively splashing in the reeds. That is, the water is warming up, and most likely he has already gone to the spawn. I decided to climb into the thick of the reeds, make small windows, and try to catch something there. So friends, I suggest you go back a little bit and see what I'm doing. Here are friends, now I poured out 2 full packs of tea fruity and vanilla here. And just a little bit, I had probably 100 grams of garlic cake left there. I also added them. Well, roughly here are 2.5 packs of complimentary foods. I'm going to feed the place now. Here, friends, I am made in such a reed. 2 windows. Such an impassable, straight, solid reed. You can see for yourself how overgrown everything is here. By the way, when I went to make windows, there were a lot of large carp here, just a lot. I went down into the water reed. Fuck, we started walking here. So I don't know. What do we have tomorrow? There will be such an experiment. I'll be here early tomorrow morning. Even in the dark, I want to come here to these windows on the slide. It's impossible to even walk there. Clinging to boots, it's a reed. You'll fall on your chest, nose first. The aroma is awesome. This is bait, by the way. So, well, I'm cooking. I don't know, maybe I did it so wrongly. I say again, there will be such an experiment. The windows are big enough, in my opinion, that this is what it is. Well, but what beautiful ones are found here. Just from a small window, it is simply impossible to pull it out. That's why I had to do these. And that's where the far border of the reeds begins there. There's such a circle. I tore everything out right at the bottom, and it turns out that everything is also more or less cleaned out at the bottom. Although it is also impossible to clean out all the head of the bottom there. You won't understand what's at the bottom there at all. And the depth, as you can see, is just how to show you what was visible. Here I am standing, that is, roughly speaking, above my knees. I feel not up to my waist. I think this is quite the most normal depth. Because the weather is still cool enough. Here's the water. It's already warming up the fastest. So now we will stir and we will bait. So that's it. So I mixed the bait. That's how green it is. In general, a hellish mixture. There's a mixture of all the smells, probably, that the CRUCIAN loves. Well, and so now I'm going to pull off with such lumps. Here it is right here like this. That's it. That's it. I cleaned it a little more. Bye. Who am I looking for me there? I'm busy. I can't answer the phone yet. Well, no cold, huh? So that's it. Well, friends, I made 2 windows, cleaned everything. Perhaps they are big after all. Well, damn it, there's a big CRUCIAN here after all. It takes off and more than a kilogram. And from grass like this, if you make a small window, it will simply be impossible to pull it out. Or it will be necessary to use such gear there at all from such a fishing line and with the same hooks, so that nothing breaks, does not come off. I don't know, maybe I did it wrong. So you friends also write in the comments how windows are personally made and carp are caught in the reeds. And this morning, inspired by the frenzied bite, I went fishing. Oh, you can see how much steam she doesn't go there. Now, slowly, I'm going to try to get there. I don't know how it will work out for me, really. That's it now, I'll turn the fishing rod around. Oops, it's already pleasing. Here's a bush. It's already splashing in the bushes. Right here. What's he doing over there? Wow, wow. I think he hears on camera. I'm shaking the fishing rod. I haven't started feeding yet. I think there's a lot of complimentary foods there since yesterday evening. They didn't have time to blow up the walls there or eat it all. The fish can be seen hitting the reeds, walking right here. Even now, you can see how the reeds are wobbling, what is heard there in the depths of the oblique. But now we will wait for a bite. Let's see, so to speak, whether my experiment will succeed today or not. That's it. Here he is, the first one, just through here he is. That's so cool. As a result, friends, after standing in the reeds for about 2 hours, by the way, the water was very icy. Even taking into account the fact that I was very warmly dressed, and then a little frozen, you can say. The result is 2 bites in 2 hours. One realized, a CRUCIAN was caught, the second unrealized. In the end, I didn't wait for a miracle there. I collected all my gear and decided to go to another place. Here is such a black one. Here, friends, I just threw it. Here is such a handsome man pecked. Wow, what a boar. Come here. Friends, I probably won't. Here he goes, he goes. In general, everything. Some noise. Yellow all over. Like this. Friends. Oh, what a monster pecked. Oh, some kind of healthy clan. As a result, friends, 2 CRUCIANs were caught at this place, and there were a lot of gatherings. Not that there were gatherings, but when taking out a CRUCIAN with a hook, it clung to the reeds, and it was simply impossible to pull it out. It turns out that he got off the hook, and the shooting took place. And shooting, there are 2 trees behind, and a fishing line with a load with a float into these trees straight. As a result, I have 2 broken tackles. Here it is. Wow. Here. Come on, let's go. Damn it. Ah, gone. That's it, friends. I grappled with him for a tree. Sick. Here it is. There are friends again shot and hung on a tree. Maybe I'm just no fisherman, because I don't know how to pull a carp out of the reeds without a net. Well, now I suggest you watch the sequel, so friends do not switch, do not necessarily subscribe to the channel. So friends, I threw a fishing rod. It turns out here is such a place too. There's a reed on the right side. Here too, here is a reed, on the left a reed, then a reed there. And on the other side, there are some thickets like that. The branches are in the water over there. At this point, friends, I made a bigger window. I broke off these big reeds that were there. Here we get it. It's easier to get more fish. To sit with feathers in the peck like this. Here he is already the first, like this. 300 grams. Handsome. Silver. The wind died down. The wind was firm that side like this. You see how much shaking has filled up here. And in short, right here he walks in it, splashing there. Everything was covered with duckweed. Out to where? And then there too, here he splashes. And under that bush over there, here it feels like there were carp. Or too much such a large crucian. Just such boo there. As much as these bursts. Let's measure it. There's already some tall grass grown. Wow, what a guy. Come here. The flood came out. Wow, guys, how are you? The forest is not the same every day. Yellow. This is a mammoth. Wow. There's Russia yellow, right. He's so cool, healthy. Barely pulled out of the reeds, went into the reeds. These are the two ill-fated trees that stand behind me. And for them, when the shooting happens, the whole tackle clings to them. You can even see that my fishing line with a weight remained there with a hook. The hook is good, by the way. I feel sorry for him. And you can't get it. Wow. Which one? Not like right from there. Those wilds out there. Here it is, what will we do? Like his lower lip somehow. And somehow the lower and upper here. And somehow hook the top one, the bottom one. Here too is such a one. Cool. The sparrow over there in the hollow in her nest is putting things in order. With some kind of fluff in his beak, he is. Everyone has their own worries, problems. This is most likely a sparrow. That's how long I've been sitting. That's all the time she's carrying something in her beak. And the sparrow got out, sang something here and flew away. Many also asked what kind of gear I have. Friends, here is such an ordinary 5-meter fishing rod. Right now using with rings. The coil here is the cheapest. Fishing rod, by the way, that's right, the name it has CRUCIAN carp. It costs something like 250 rubles, in my opinion 270. The coil is something like 50 rubles. The fishing line is either 016 or 018. There is no finer sense to put because there you see what conditions of fishing, there is one reed. Such weights use pellets. Here, there is no sliding, nothing, that's how it is fixed, and that's it. And a float, a regular 4 or 5 gram float. Of course, you can put less, but why do I put such a large one, so that it can be seen better on the camera? All this is such a cheap, simple tackle. Right here in this crevice they have. There's a hollow to see and a nest. I didn't have time to photograph the male. The male flew out, got in there, got out with some kind of grain, and behind him it's a sparrow with this again, with these feathers down in its beak. The sparrow flew away. And the sparrow is somewhere over there. What are they doing there? Unknown. Some kind of family showdown, most likely. Here it is. Here. Wow, what a guy. You're yellow. You're yellow here. Oh, how big. A good one. Oh, what power. How it was held on the lid here. Here is such a handsome man. There's a big one. Yellow. The mind, it's still yellow with him. There's a fisherman making a window for himself, or rather a place. Wow, how is he? What a powerful one, huh? Phew. I didn't deliver. That's what he is, a handsome man.
Красавец.
By the upper lip. That's how healthy it is. Oh, he's so gorgeous.
Шикарный прям такой.
The scales are so cool, they shine like.
Как.
That's what friends are like. And what's in the camera does not fit into the lens. That's how cool it is.
Классный.
Beautiful
Красивая
fish.
рыба.
That's it, friends. Summing up, what can I say?
Сказать?
It has remained a mystery to me. For some reason, the place didn't work. And this is more or less pleased with the catch, such worthy crucians. Although, in my opinion, the first place was more promising at first glance.
Было перспективный на первый взгляд.
That's why I made these windows there, of course. Why didn't it work? In my opinion, these are two main reasons. The first one is depth. There is less depth there, and there is more depth here.
Здесь глубина больше.
Although, how can this affect? The depth is not much. A small difference. The depth is somewhere on the order of 10 to 15 centimeters. Although it can be critical for carp. And the second reason is that the windows are made incorrectly. Here's a look at what's going on. The reeds are just wobbling with Noor. Here it goes right under the tip of the fishing rod. I lit up these windows very much. That is, I cleaned the reeds very much, that it was not necessary to do it like this, of course. Well, otherwise, it was impossible to catch straight from the other side at all. One solid reed was there. Well, okay, we will continue to experiment the same way on the next fishing trips. As the proverb says, who doesn't take risks doesn't drink champagne, right? Well, that's where I'm going to end. Now let's get the catch. Let's see what we managed to catch. Friends, again, it turned out to be such a catch. In my opinion, this is the largest CRUCIAN carp. Here is such a one, such a fairly solid size. Well, here they are. These two here are also so straight. Loaves. Quiet, quiet. Such straight loaves. What beauties. Well, friends, taking into account the fact that the caviar began to decorate, and many fishermen approached me, asked how the bite was. They didn't really have something. Yes, in principle, it's not very good for me, but I'm still happy with the result. So it's not for nothing that I decided to change my place. And you are friends, experiment, and you will definitely succeed. Well, that's it. And by tradition, as usual, we give thumbs up to those who liked my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the bell. Good luck to everyone, health, no tail or scales. Bye, see you at your new job.